Hi and welcome to Soul Food. This is our weekly meditation as we move along our History Maker series. This week's title was Out of God's Mouth, and we were looking from Ezra to Malachi. And what we noticed is that throughout these passages, God is wanting to speak into some very difficult situations. Now, I remember as a kid being caught in a storm with my best mate. There was loads of wind and rain and thunder and lightning. And I remember him being absolutely petrified of it, just desperate to get home but not knowing what to do. And I had to come alongside him and help him. And we did eventually get home safely, but I really had to help him along that process. And as I was looking through these chapters, I really realised is that life is often full of these kinds of storms, that God's people often went through difficulties and troubles and hardship, and so do we as Christians. And I suppose the question is that how do we get through these storms? What do we learn from these storms? And do these storms actually enable us to be more dependent on God, and therefore to live out the mission that God has given us in a more effective way? So the passage for us to think and meditate on is Psalm 23 verse 5, which says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." And the encouragement of the psalmist David is that even in the front of our enemies, God places us there and holds a party for us, and he anoints us, and our life can even have the overflow of his blessing, even in the midst of our enemies, even in the midst of the difficult situations. So things to think about. What is the storm that you're in at the moment? How are you responding to it? What is God revealing to you through that storm? And what does your response need to be?